Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name's Maggie and welcome to a brand new week of videos. In case you missed it, I am posting 2 new videos every single week, and that is on Tuesdays and Fridays. And last Tuesday I started out my Hoya collection part 1, and then today I'm gonna go ahead and do Hoya collection part 2. And I believe I should be going over 14 to 16 Hoyas or so. Also, the Hoya that I showed you guys in part 1, my Hoya globulosa that I was trying to propagate and root, ended up dying. It just, yeah, but it's okay. Anyways, moving on to the other beautiful Hoyas. I'm gonna start off with this one because it just produced a new leaf for me. And this right here is the beautiful Hoya Rangsan or Rangsan or something like that. But this right here is the newest leaf. Originally, when I got this Hoya, it took about 2 months for it to acclimate, and finally it has pushed out a new leaf, and it's starting on 2 new branches. So yeah, it's very exciting, it's cute, and I just picked up this little pot to go with it as well for $8.99 locally, which is a steal. So yeah, that is Hoya number 1. Now we're going to move on to this one right here. It's pretty big. It's a decent size. This right here is my other Hoya Sonia. So I showed you in my first video last week my first Sonia, and this is the other one. They are quite different from each other, whereas the first one from last week has kind of uneven edges, and then this one is kind of more smooth and also a little bit more thin than the other one. This one is also starting to trail, and yeah, I'm debating whether I'm going to hang it or what I'm going to do with it because I don't have a space for it just yet. So that's Hoya number 2. I'm going to go ahead onto this one right here, and this is Hoya Weyeti Eye. Or no, this one actually is Hoya Cantina Variegata. I did have a Hoya Weyeti Eye Variegata, but I no longer do. And this is the Cantina. Honestly, they look very similar to one another, but this one was sold to me as a Hoya Cantina, so that is exactly what I'm gonna continue to say it is until it blooms for me, and then I'm gonna be able to see the blooms, and then based on the blooms, I'll be able to know whether it's actually Weyeti Eye or Cantina Variegata. But it is starting to trail for me very cutely. So yeah. It's really cute. It's a 6-inch pot, so this boy has a lot ways to go for it to trail and like cascade down. But when I originally got that one right there, it was from BWH, and it was 2 4-inch pots, and then I ended up smushing them together and made a huge 6-inch pot. Let's go on to this little cutie. This is a little 2-inch pot, and this right here is Hoya Bella Variegata, and this one right here has the outer variegation. There's also another Hoya Bella Variegata, whereas the variegation is in the inner part of the leaves. So this is just one of the many that I have. I had like one bigger pot, but the roots weren't pushing out new growth, and they weren't doing anything, and I wasn't sure how to take care of it, so I ended up chopping them up into 6 or 7 pieces, and this is one of the many pieces that I have already potted up, whereas the other ones are still in water, trying to get more roots on them. So yeah, it's really cute, but it is a little bit more of a finickier. Yeah, it's just a sassy little Hoya compared to some of the other Hoyas that I have for sure. And then this right here is a new addition that I ended up doing a trade a couple days ago. I hope it's gonna do good for me. I don't know. I do find that these Hoya Carnosa compactas can be a little bit sassy as well. But I love the fact that it is starting to trail. I repotted it since I picked it up a couple days ago from the trade, and yeah, I gave it some worm castings to give it a good little start. I'm about to hang it up as well in my east window, which is directly right there. But yeah, it's really cute. I love the fact that it's trailing, and I also like that these leaves are more open than some other Carnosa compactas, because I'm able to see if there's any pests or any buildup or anything like that going on. So yeah, it's a cute little Hoya, and I really like it. Alright, so I ended up taking these next two Hoyas out of their decor pots. Their decor pots are a little bit bigger than their nursery pots. So this right here is Hoya Rosario, something like that. This time around, I'm going to go ahead and put all the names on the screen, just in case you guys want to look up the blooms, in case you guys want to look up more information on these Hoyas, or maybe you guys don't have these Hoyas readily available to where you are currently living. Not that these are actually readily available here. I had to actually get it from out of state. But yeah, this is really cute. It's fairly new to me. It has a very minor veining to it, and some of the leaves are lighter green, some of the leaves are a little bit of a darker green, but it's a really cute Hoya. Don't know how I completely feel until I do actually get a new leaf out of this one, that's for sure. It's always very exciting when you get a Hoya and then it produces a new leaf. And then I feel like there's like a connection to that Hoya. But this next Hoya is a little bit tricky name, but this is a beautiful Hoya once again. This is Hoya SP PNG SV 435. And the veins on this are absolutely stunning. My favorite leaf is this one right here. You could see the veins on it even more. Originally when I got this Hoya in, it did come with a peduncle. The peduncle ended up falling and drying out, which is expected when you ship Hoyas to you, especially if there's a peduncle that's not been on there for quite some time. But yeah, this is one of the beauties for this part of the video. I think it's very different compared to the other Hoyas that I'm showing you guys today. But yeah, I like the veins. I like the veins on my Hoyas, you know? So along with the veins on my Hoyas, I'm going to show you guys this one, because if I had to pick a #1 Hoya, it would definitely be this, because when I originally got this Hoya in, and it got blah 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 blah. It came from Etsy, and this is Hoya Cardinala, and it's very similar to Hoya Cardinala, but the reason why this Hoya is special is I got it in and it had these scuffs on it, and I wasn't that big on it because I typically like my Hoyas or my plants to be near perfect. But this Hoya has definitely taught me that no plant is perfect. No foliage is perfect, you know? Whether you have them in your care for 6 months or a year, or you freshly just unbox a new plant, it's never gonna be perfect. And since then, it has pushed out 2 new leaves, and as you guys can tell, it's a 10 out of 10. Like, look at that. That is perfection. I also love how it's just kind of starting to cascade on one side of the pots. And yeah, we had a few little leaves coming in right here, but they didn't actually stick around. So it's, yeah, just as it is right now. It is a little bit harder for this Hoya to produce new growth since the leaves are quite big, whereas if you have a Hoya with smaller leaves, then the smaller leaves come at you like it's no problem. But I also want to show you guys that this Hoya has some some roots coming out the bottom, but I don't want to repot it just yet. I think it's a little bit too soon to repot it. I want to push out more growth before I do so. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I really like this one. And I think in the first part of my Hoya collection from last week Tuesday, I showed you guys my Hoya Cardinala, which is only 1 leaf Hoya, and now it's pushing out 2 new leaves. So by the time I do another Hoya update, that Cardinala is going to have way more leaves, and we'll see if it ever catches up to this Hoya Cardinala. Alright, I think I have 3 more Hoyas for today, and this is a big guy. When I got this Hoya, it was one of my first plants, probably like one of my first 10, 15 plants or so. And I didn't know the genus of it. I didn't care for it. I just picked it up because I loved the foliage. It has speckles on it. It's starting to trail. The new leaves, when they come in this like cute little burgundy color, and they're just such spectacular Hoya. It's very easygoing. If I forget to water it, then it bounces back rather quickly. I want to also show you guys that some of the leaves are kind of coming in wonky, and so I've had this happen before. So before I started producing any growth, it was way smaller than it is right now. It's probably 1/3 of the size, and some of the Hoya leaves were coming in wonky as well, and I was kind of worried as to what's going on. And then it ended up pushing completely perfect leaves in. And once again, that's happening again, where it's pushing out wonky leaves here and there, but then it pushes out completely fine leaves as well. So what I want to do is, I don't eat eggs, but I want to ask my friend to give me her egg shells so I could go ahead and crush those egg shells up into my Hoyas and mix it within the soil, and I think that's gonna help with the leaf structure and future growth. But I mean, it doesn't really bother me. It's still a beautiful, beautiful leaf. But yeah, this is Hoya Burrata, and it's a big guy for sure. And then we have two more. And then so this right here is the beautiful Hoya Weyeti Eye. So it's really pretty. It's starting to trail. When I got this Hoya, I got it very locally, and once again, it was probably one of my very first Hoyas back in the winter of 2019 or so. I wasn't that big into Hoyas, but I really liked that this was cute and it was thick and succulent like. And then basically, I would say after like my birthday or something, like my love for Hoyas just exploded. And now honestly, since I've been collecting plants, I feel like sometimes I want to sell all my other plants and just focus on Hoyas. That's how much like I love Hoyas. But at the same time, I have awful lighting in my house, so that's just not possible for me to only collect Hoyas. But once again, this is Hoya Weyeti Eye, and when the new leaves come in, they also come in this like cute little burgundy color. And yeah, it's just super duper cute. And we have one more Hoya, and this Hoya is so cute. It was on my list for quite some time, and I traded this Hoya with the same person that I traded my Hoya compacta and Hoya compacta carnosa. And this is right here, Hoya Mori Roy DS. And I wasn't honestly expecting to get 3 strands of this Hoya. I thought when she was telling me when we're gonna trade that she was gonna give me 1 strand, but she ended up giving me these 3 strands, and it is so cute. And although this has been on my list for quite some time, I never knew that the leaves are fuzzy. I wish you guys could kind of see that, or if you guys never felt that, you completely have to get this Hoya, or even ask somebody that does have it if you could just feel their Hoya Mori Roy DS leaves, because they are so fuzzy. I absolutely love it. But I think that is going to be it. I was going to show you guys 4 more Hoyas that I have over there, because they're also bigger Hoyas, and they're just hanging there. But I think that this video has gone on long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my collection of Hoyas part 2. I can't wait to do another video, and until then, I'll see you guys then. Bye guys!